APC describes the suspension of traditional rulers as political. Zamfara state government to revive state government printing press. No case of Lassa fever or other diseases recorded in Sokoto state. On business, Pantami expresses delight as MTN budgets $1.6 billion to invest in Nigeria. On sport, angry Manchester United fans attack Ed Woodward's house with flyers. And on the international scene, British Airways suspends China flights over virus. Welcome to Standard Voice Television News. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Now on the news in full. It has come to our notice that the APC in the state has reacted to the suspension of the district head of Kanwa in Zurmi Emirate, Alhaji Bello Kanwa, and once again shamelessly likened the action to political vendetta. The APC in a media report said he was suspended because he stood as surety in the bailing of their party's chieftains, who are standing trial with the police on issues bordering on security. Indeed, the traditional ruler was coincidentally suspended at the period when the two chieftains of the APC were granted bail. But it remains a cheap and malicious insinuation to link the act to the traditional ruler's participation in the bail of the two politicians. To put the record straight, the traditional ruler was accordingly suspended for reasons bordering on security matters in his domain, and full investigation can only be possible by this act. It is important at this juncture to advise the APC to desist from its repeated manipulation of security issues to score political goal, as their similar past actions have not paid them with their desired result. Most significantly, the said APC officials are not in any way significant as to attract such a weighty response from the state government, as the party has alleged. The state government will no longer fold its arms and watch misguided individuals in the name of politics continue to dangerously mix the affairs of the state and their politics. It is also pertinent to draw the attention of the APC in the state to the fact that the said party chieftains are still in court, and it will amount to contempt of court for the officials of the party to continuously pass verdicts on every procedure regarding the charged party officials. The Zamfara state government has expressed its determination to revive government printing press. The State Commissioner of Security and Home Affairs, Alhaji Abubakar Muhammad Dauran, made this known in Gusau when he led a delegation from his ministry for an official visit to the Zamfara State Printing Press in Gusau. The commissioner, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Alhaji Muhammad Adamu Dan Sadau, expressed shock over the situation the agency, despite its importance in ensuring adequate security of government secrets. Alhaji Muhammad Adamu Dan Sadau said it was alarming for an agency of such magnitude to have only 7 staffs, as pronounced by the managing director, which according to him can create a vacuum if necessary action is not taken. He therefore expressed confidence that with the commitment of the present administration of Governor Bello Muhammad Matawalle, the agency will be reinvigorated. According to him, the administration of Governor Bello Matawalle is all out to revive civil service and put in its best practice, thereby ensuring all organs of government are perfectly performing their statutory functions. Earlier, the managing director of the agency, Malon Nuhu Salihu Anka, welcomed the commissioner and his entourage for what he described as timely visit to the agency. He said the agency, according to the purpose of its establishment, was responsible for printing all government-sensitive documents such as gazettes, receipts, letter-headed enacted laws, and all other government printings. He said the agency currently had only 7 staffs and many other obsolete machines and dilapidated structures that need total renovation. Sokoto State Health Commissioner Dr. Ali Innemi says no case of dreaded Lassa fever anthrax or any other emerging diseases like anthrax or coronavirus is recorded in Sokoto State. He explained that the ministry decided to take proactive measures by informing the teeming populace of the state on the above diseases. This, he added, is to equip the state with the necessary measures for prevention and early detection of possible cases to prevent spread in the event of any. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Muhammad Ali Innami, disclosed this in Sokoto on Monday when he addressed a press conference on the outbreak of Lassa fever in Nigeria and other outbreaks around the world like anthrax and coronavirus. According to Dr. Innami, the state has taken the following measures to cope the situation, which include the activation of State Emergency Preparation to and Response Team, EPR, activation of Rapid Response Team, RRT, and procurement of drugs and other consumables. In the same vein, the Health Commissioner added that the state has intensified surveillance activities as well as the pre-positioning of ambulance for patient transport. He said other measures include the engagement of all relevant stakeholders, state agencies, Usman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital, UDUTS, Sokoto, Nigeria Medical Association, WHO, UNICEF, MSF, CDC, AFENET, Rotary International, traditional leaders, religious leaders, and the media. Others are the production and airing of jingles, sensitization of health workers, production and distribution of IEC materials, and the establishment of burial protocol committee. It is very important at this point to all these measures will not have been possible without the support of the Governor of Sokoto State, Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal. He also appreciated all the members of EFR and RRT teams, the partners supporting the state, the media and people in the state for cooperating with government in all matters. Dr. Innami further stated that one of the mandates of the ministry is to ensure the health and well-being of all people living in the state, irrespective of their religious, ethics, political or any other background. He added that to fulfill the mandate, the ministry has to keep the public aware of all public health happening around the world and the proactive measures based on available evidence. The Commissioner announced that the ministry wants to inform the general public that there is an outbreak of Lassa fever in Kano and other states in Nigeria. Similarly, Niger Republic is currently having some suspected cases of anthrax, and China reported a new virus, coronavirus, which is spreading to other Asian countries and Europe. He said no case is recorded in Sokoto of any of the above diseases, and God willing, we will not have any. The Katsina State Police Command has arrested one Suleiman Sani, 23, and 4 others for allegedly kidnapping a 7-year-old boy in Safana local government area of the state. The command's public relations officer, SP Gambo Isa, disclosed this to newsmen on Tuesday in Katsina State. He said that the suspects were arrested on Sunday following a tip-off. Nemesis caught up with the hoodlums when one of the suspects, Suleiman Sani, 23, of Ronka village, Safana local government area, was accosted by the joint operation of police and repentant bandits. In the course of investigation, the suspect confessed to have masterminded the kidnapping of a 7-year-old boy, Abdurrahman Samaila, at Ronka village. Other suspects arrested were Jazuli Ayuba, 26, Abubakar Aminu, 30, Jibril Saidu, 28. All of them live in Kodanya village of Safana local government area of Katsina State, and Haruna Sali, 26, who live in Ronka village. The suspects demanded for the payment of 3 million naira as ransom, but after negotiations, they agreed and collected 28,000 naira from the parent of the boy as ransom. Isa said that the police recovered one then gun in the possession of the suspect. The PPRO said the suspect will be prosecuted after full investigation. Gladdened by the victorious emergence of the Kano State Governor, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduji, over the Supreme Court judgment on the election petition filed against his victory by the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its gubernatorial candidate Abba Kabir Yusuf. First-class emirs of Bichi, Karai, Ranu and Gaya paid a congratulatory visit to the governor on Monday at Africa House, Government House, Kano. Because of the tumultuous nature of people trooping to come to the Government House with the 4 emirs, they visited the governor at intervals of 30 minutes or 1 hour, starting with the emir of Karai, Ibrahim Abubakar II, the emir of Ranu, Tafida Abubakar Ila, then the emir of Gaya, Ibrahim Abdul Qadir, who was represented by the Sarkin Yakin Gaya, Wada Aliyu, and finally the emir of Bichi, Amina Ado Bayero. All the 4 emirs relayed the congratulatory messages from their people with the unison commendations from their subjects over the good developmental projects Ganduji's administration put in place since inception from 2015 to date. Emir of Karai said, "We are here to rejoice with His Excellency over his victory. Our victories at the Supreme Court over His Excellency's gubernatorial election, and the Supreme Court upholds the election and at the same time dismissing the petition against him." He further wished that they will use their today to make tomorrow better for their emirates and the state as whole, emphasizing that what the governor is doing for the state proves that he is an exemplary leader who believes in developing his people and the state. Rano Emir commends the governor for taking development to the doorstep of Rano Emirates, assuring that they will always support government policies for the overall development of the state. He said they were there with the message from their people that His Excellency should continue with the good work he is doing for the state, adding that they have every reason to support the administration. The Emir said the Ganduji's administration means well for all the people in the state. The death toll from the Lassa fever outbreak in Nigeria has increased to 41. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has disclosed. The NCDC, in its weekly situation update for week 4, January 20th to 26th, stated that the number of newly confirmed cases and deaths is gradually on the rise. Although NCDC has activated a National Emergency Operations Center (EOC) to coordinate the response activities, the number of new confirmed cases increased from 81 cases in week 3 to 95 cases. Between January 1st and 26th, a total of 689 suspected cases with 258 confirmed cases were reported, with 41 deaths. These cases were reported from 19 states, including Ondo, Edo, Ebonyi, Enugu, Kano, Borno, Nasarawa, Kogi, Rivers, Abia, Adamawa, Benue, Kaduna, Delta, Taraba, Plateau, Bauchi, Osun, and Ogun. 5 health workers were among the dead: Kano 3, Taraba 1, and Borno 1. Since the beginning of the outbreak this year, 19 states have recorded at least 1 confirmed case across 60 local government areas. Although there has been a spike in the number of cases and deaths for the reported week, it is still lower than the numbers reported in the same period in 2019. However, there is very little difference in the number of deaths recorded, 41 so far in 2020 compared to 42 in the same period in 2019. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Menene amfanin gari idan har babu zaman lafiya?
Mecece jiha idan babu shugaba mai adalci? Mecece rayuwa idan ba yanci?
Me amfanin karatu idan har ba aiki?
Menene muhimmancin zabe idan babu roman demokradiyya?
Menene amfanin tarihi idan har ba za a samu darasi daga cikin sa ba?
Jihar Zamfara da can ta kasance a bar sha'awa. Gashi kuma sansanin noma da kasuwanci.
Gurin da kowa ke sha'awar zuwa. Amma sai abubuwa suka juya.
Amma sai ya kasance yanzu da zarar an ambaci sunan Zamfara, tunanin wata musifa da ko bala'i shine ke darsu a zakatan mutane.
Baki suka daina zuwa, 'yan gari suka fara guduwa. Talauci da tashin hankali suka yi yawa.
Gashi jihar mu mai haske ta dawo ta yi duhu.
Sa'annan mutanen Zamfara sai muka tashi tsaye muka kama addu'o'i da tuba ga ubangijinmu.
Sai kuwa Allah ya amsa addu'anmu sai ya kawo mana matawallan muradi.
Dodon makiya zaman lafiya, dodon talauci, dodon makaryata da masu yaudara.
Me yi kuma dan Allah, me kishin mutane.
Me kuma neman gwamnati ba don kansa ba.
Cikin ƙanƙanin lokaci sai gashi ya dawo mana da hasken Zamfara, amma ta fi yadda take da.
Wannan shi ake nufi da shugaba.
Jarumi ba malalaci ba.
Ma'aikaci ba ɓarawo ba.
Allah ka kare mana zababben gwamna matawalin maradi.
Allah kuma ya ƙara masa lafiya, Allah kuma ya ƙara ɗaukaka.
Wannan saƙo ne daga gwamnatin jihar Zamfara ƙarƙashin jagorancin Bello Muhammad Matawallan Maradun MON kuma bardan ƙasar Hausa. Welcome back on business. Over to Aguerita.
Welcome to Business Desk. The Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Patami, has expressed delight as the mobile telephone network MTN budgeted $1.6 billion to invest in the Nigerian market within the next 3 years. Patami disclosed this in a statement signed by Ms. Phil Oshodin, Director of Press and Public Relations, on Tuesday in Abuja when MTN paid him a contest visit in the ministry headquarters. He pointed out that federal government was committed to provide conducive and enabling environments for all mobile telecommunications operating in the country to run their businesses without any hindrance in any part of the country. He assured that the government was working on ensuring that telecommunication infrastructures were protected in the country. The minister said that President Muhammad Buhari gave security agency the go-ahead to provide security to critical telecommunications infrastructures in different locations of the country. He noted with satisfaction the company had budgeted $1.6 billion to invest in Nigeria in the next 3 years. And that is all for business news. I'm Angwa Rita.
Thank you, Rita. On spot, Abu Sufyan, over to you.
Welcome to Standard Voice Television Sports Room. My name is Abu Sufyan Abubakar, and as usual I bring the sports updates. The home of Manchester United Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward had been attacked by fans armed with flares. Footage on social media shows a small number of supporters throwing the objects over the gate of Woodward's property, with graffiti also reportedly sprayed on the fence surrounding his home. It is believed that neither Woodward nor his family were home at the time of attack, with the Red Devils quick to condemn the incident, which is now being investigated by the police. A statement from Cheshire Police also confirmed that a large group targeted the property, and at around 10:45 p.m. on January 28, Cheshire Police were notified of the incident of criminal damage that was taking place in the Nether Pilver area. The attack comes just days after United's FA Cup victory over Tranmere Rovers was overshadowed by threatening fans' chants that were directed at Woodward. Woodward has become a figure of increasing frustration among Red Devil supporters as the club have struggled to compete since the retirement of former manager Sir Alex Ferguson. The 48-year-old played a key role in Glazer's takeover of United in 2005 and was subsequently handed a position within the club before being named executive vice chairman in 2012. In his first transfer window in the role, Woodward failed to win fans over with a lack of signings, and after missing out on Cesc Fabregas, the decision to sign Marouane Fellaini from Everton was widely ridiculed. And supporters have been similarly frustrated with the lack of transfer dealings in the January transfer window of this year. The chairman of Kano Pillars Fans Club, Bashir Idris Maazu, has said he is working closely with the leadership of Katsina United Fans Club to put a stop to the unhealthy relationship between supporters of the two clubs. It will be recalled that after the NPFL Week 15 fixture between the two neighbours ended in a 1-1 draw, fans of the two clubs engaged one another in a free-for-all fight, leading to hefty fines from the LMC. Muazu, who spoke to Daily Trust on the unfortunate incident, said everything is being done to end such confrontations. He said that they are doing their best to put a stop to the unfortunate development. Before the start of the season, they held a joint meeting in Kano where they all resolved to support their clubs without resorting to any form of unsupporting behaviours. without restoring to any form of unsporting behaviors. Muazu, however, said the executive committees of the two supporters clubs are not going to relent in sensitizing their members on the need for them to embrace peace. And that's all we have on sports today. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Sophia. And on the international scene. British Airways on Wednesday said it has suspended all its flights to and from China owing to the deadly coronavirus. The company said all flights to and from mainland China has been suspended with immediate effect following advice from the UK Foreign Office against all but essential travel. The flight agency apologized to customers for the inconvenience, but the safety of the customers and the crew is always their priority. British Airways flies daily from London's Heathrow Airport to Shanghai and Beijing. Its announcement on suspending the flight came after Russia's Urals Airlines on Wednesday said it has suspended some services to Europe popular with Chinese tourists, including Paris and Rome, because of the outbreak. The virus has killed more than 130 people, infected thousands, and reached some 15 countries across the world. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. APC describes the suspension of traditional rulers as political. Zamfara state government to revive state government printing press. No case of Lassa fever or other diseases recorded in Sokoto state. On business, Pantami expresses delight as MTN budget $1.6 billion to invest in Nigeria. On sport, angry Manchester United fans attack Ed Woodward's house with flyers. And on the international scene, British Airways suspends China flights over virus. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs, I am Samira Ibrahim, wishing you a pleasant time. Keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.